Alright, the Ghost Cube. This is manufactured by Mefferts. This is the hardest 3x3 shape mod that you can get. For those of you who don't know, a long time ago, I made a video showcasing the Ghost Cube. All I did was scramble it and talk about it, but I'm just now getting around to doing a solve video, and the way the Ghost Cube works is on one axis, each layer has been turned slightly and then cut down and re-extended to be put back into its cubic shape. So its solve is in an offset state. So it is extremely difficult to know where each piece goes, especially because there's no flat faces to tell when the pieces line up and everything. So you can only go off of basically each layer rather than the pieces actually lining up per face. And you have to know exactly which piece goes to which layer. You have to know which edge goes where, which corner goes where, and which center is which. So whenever I am solving this, I am paying close attention to each piece, and I'm trying not to put a piece in the wrong place because it can result in me completely losing my place and have to restart the entire solve. So because the middle layer is of course offset from the first and last layer, whenever I'm solving the middle layer, I am doing both the edges and center orientation. I am doing both of them at the same time while I'm doing the middle layer. I do not normally do this. Normally I either will do center orientation first and then the edges, or if it's on an easier puzzle, I'll just wait and do all of the center orientation the very last step. But because the layers are offset from each other, I just can't do that. I have to do the centers, I have to line up the centers and then do the edges along with them. So I'm actually lining up a center, then I'm doing an edge piece, then I'm lining up another center. That's how I do the middle layer on this cube, and it is the only cube I have to do that for because otherwise it's just impossible for me to tell where each piece goes and how each piece is oriented, etc., etc. And another issue with solving this thing is that two of the corner pieces are, if not identical, very similar. And so it's very easy to put one in the wrong place, and that causes you to get parity at the very last step. It's not too bad to fix, but if you don't know the algorithm, or, especially if you're still not used to moving this thing around, it can make you lose your place very easily. So if you are not familiar or really even used to 3x3 shape mods, do not even try to pick this thing up. It will give you a huge headache. I'm not saying this cube is not fun to solve. I actually solve it quite a bit because it's one of the only cubes I still have in my collection that I actually have to kind of think about to solve. But I'm just saying, if you're a beginner and you haven't been playing with cubes for that long, you don't want to screw with this thing. I know there are bigger versions available, like a 4x4 and 5x5. I cannot even begin to imagine trying to do those. I don't know if I'm even going to try. I don't know. They are kind of expensive anyway, but I don't even know if I would even attempt to try to solve those. Even if I could solve them, they would just take so long. I just could not imagine. So the Ghost Cube is definitely a very difficult shape mod. It is the most difficult 3x3 shape mod you can get. I don't think there are any that are any harder. So yeah, I think that's it. I appreciate you all for watching.